What if one day, no one on Earth could die? No accidents, no pain, no goodbyes. It sounded like a miracle. That's how it began. The morning sun rose over New York City, golden and calm. It felt peaceful, almost too peaceful. No one knew everything was about to change. In hospitals, doctors froze. Patients who were slipping away suddenly breathed again. Machines that had gone silent came alive. By noon, news spread everywhere. No deaths reported across the world. The impossible had happened. Death was gone. Crowds filled Times Square. People hugged, cried, laughed. For the first time, no one feared tomorrow. On a Brooklyn rooftop, a family watched the skyline glow. A little boy whispered, "So, no one will ever die again?" But as night approached, the joy faded. Hospitals overflowed. Without death, life stopped moving forward. But the chaos didn't stop at the hospitals. When death took a day off, pain refused to end. The old, the weak, the suffering kept breathing, but without peace. Their eyes searched for release that never came. The world outside began to tremble. Crowds filled every corner. There was no space to bury, no space to live. The earth itself seemed to suffocate under the weight of endless life. Faith began to shatter. Temples were full, yet hearts were empty. People questioned the gods they once trusted. If death is gone, is the divine still watching? Power changed hands no more. The rich, the mighty, the rulers held their thrones forever. Greed grew roots deeper than ever before. And in the silence between worlds, souls wandered, neither alive nor free. They cried for light that never came. The balance of existence was broken. A world without death had become a world without peace. What other things do you think would happen if death took a day off? Please let us know your thoughts in the comment. That night, cities fell silent. People held candles, not for grief, but for something sacred they couldn't name. And somewhere in a quiet Manhattan alley, a tired shadow walked under the streetlights. Even death was resting. In a small apartment, a little girl wrote a letter. "Dear Mr. Death, I'm not mad. If you're tired, it's okay. But please come back, because life needs you, too." The letter slipped from her hand and drifted out the window, carried by the wind across the Hudson River. By the water, Death sat quietly, watching city lights shimmer. For the first time, someone understood him. A single tear slid beneath his hood. Even endings have meaning, because they give life its value. He stood slowly, lifted his scythe, and whispered, "Time to go back to work." As the sun rose again, balance returned. Life and death walked side by side once more. People visited graves again, not in sorrow, but in gratitude. They finally understood life. On a quiet street, a hooded figure disappeared into the light, and somewhere, a little girl smiled in her sleep. Some stories remind us how fragile and beautiful life really is. If this one touched your heart, share your thoughts in the comments. And if you love stories that make us feel alive again, subscribe. Give this video a like and join our journey. Together, we're creating something amazing.